Yes, sir. What's going on YouTube? My hair looks weird as fuck, but we are here to talk about Wild Card Weekend. I've been waiting to make this video. This was a really fun weekend for football, honestly. There were a lot of good games. I would say all of them, but maybe two of them were good games. So that's good. That's a good thing. In terms of my picks this week, we went 5 for 6. So we only missed one game, and it was the fucking Vikings game, of course. I thought the Vikings were going to be able to beat the Giants, and I guess I was wrong. But let's start with the Saturday games. I'm not going to make this video super quick, but I don't want to dwell on it too much. I kind of got to make the Walking Dead video, and then I'm going to watch some of my shows. But Seahawks and 49ers started off the slate for Saturday. Brock Purdy's 4 touchdowns leads the 49ers past the Seahawks by 18 in the playoffs. Brock Purdy got flushed out of the pocket, spun back the other direction, and found a wide-open Elijah Mitchell for the score that put San Francisco in control for good. Brock Purdy's such a good player. He just improvises. This is his playoff debut, and he played exceptional football. But, let's talk about Geno Smith. Geno Smith didn't play too bad. I think he's played in a couple of playoff games in his career, but obviously he's not very experienced in this atmosphere. Obviously, neither is Brock Purdy. So this was a fun game to watch for that reason. It wasn't a good game. It was at first. The Seahawks beat them in the first half, crazy enough, but the Niners from there just dominated. Geno Smith, 25 for 35, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, though. Looking at Brock Purdy, 18 for 30, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brock Purdy's his game, his performance was very fucking impressive. But then again, I'm not even trying to sound like a hater here because I watched him at Iowa State and stuff. I like Iowa State. It's just he has such a good offense that I feel like a lot of quarterbacks could succeed in this system. Christian McCaffrey, 15 carries for 119 yards. Christian McCaffrey's been the heart and soul of this team for so long. DK Metcalf, though, a fantastic game for him. No one really talked about his game. 10 catches, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's just a shame that they had to be eliminated and that they made the playoffs just to play possibly the best team in the league. In my opinion, the best team in the league. Deebo Samuel had 6 catches for 133 yards and a touchdown. The rack machine strikes again. Moving on, though, we have the Chargers and the Jaguars to close out. What a classic. This game was amazing. I predicted the Jags to win. I was so proud to see them come back and win this. Trevor Lawrence rallies the Jaguars from 27 down to beat the Chargers by 1 point. Trevor Lawrence's confidence somehow never wavered, not after the first reception, or the second, or the third, or even the fourth. This man threw 4 interceptions, and he was still able to bounce back. Brandon Staley, definitely some reckless play calling in this one. His fate with the team is kind of up in the air because, he led the team to a 10-7 season. That's not even that good for what this team was looking to be. And then he comes out and he loses to possibly the worst team in the AFC or in the AFC playoff run right now. They probably are the worst team in the AFC playoffs. But they're still a good team. Justin Herbert, 25 for 43, 273 yards and a touchdown. You get T-Law, 28 for 47, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns. And despite getting 4 interceptions, this man was able to come out and win a game. Travis Etienne had 20 carries for 109 yards. The young guy playing like a stud. Gerald Everett, I got to give credit for the Chargers. He played a hell of a football game. 6 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. And then for the Jaguars, you have Evan Ingram with a fantastic game. 7 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. The Jaguars in one offseason picked up a great receiving core, and they're moving on, so shout out to them. Dolphins and Bills. We're going to talk about the Sunday games here to open up. My goodness, the Dolphins got close here. Bills hang on for a 3-point wild card win over the Dolphins. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills opened the season with Super Bowl aspirations, and they still have those. They still have those aspirations moving forward. Gabe Davis made an insane toe-tapping touchdown. Devin Singletary, pushing the pile, sealing the trip to the AFC divisional round. There was kind of a controversial ball placement, but the Bills were down, and then Cole Beasley had a nice touchdown. The Dolphins had a scoop and score, and Mike Gesicki had the playoff gritty TD, and Tyreek Hill was able to get the 2-point conversion. Looking here, Skylar Thompson had 220 yards and a touchdown. He did have 2 picks. I guess I can't put that too much against him because Josh Allen had 2 picks as well. But, Josh Allen came out 23 for 39, 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. He just had the better game. Not surprising. Stephon Diggs had 7 catches for 114 yards. Great game for him. Let's move on, though. Giants and Vikings, probably one of the best games offensively in this wild card round. Giants outlast the Vikings by 7 for their first playoff win in 11 years. First-year head coach Brian Daboll had his upstart team fully prepared. Daniel Jones played at a level well beyond his experience, so ahead of his time. What a performance. Saquon came out 2 touchdowns. Giants were called for a roughing the passer call late in the game, and that was interesting. Kirk Cousins with a dumb decision to throw a check down on 4th down. Nice throws though all game. He found Irv Smith for that nice touchdown. Giants were just executing plays to perfection. They were playing great. Daniel Jones, what a game. 24 for 35, 301 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins still played good as well. 31 for 39. He had 2 touchdowns. Let's see. Isaiah Hodgins, hell of a performance. 8 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. And T.J. Hawkins, 10 catches, 129 yards. That gives the Vikings some hope for next year. They got a guy to lean on, and T.J. Hawkinson. Man, Justin Jefferson. Is it? He had 7 catches for 47 yards. What the hell, man? You can't. I don't know. Maybe they didn't put him in the right position. But Ravens and Bengals is the next game. We are kind of flying through these games, but it is what it is. Ravens, Bengals. This was a close game too, which I loved that it was. That was so entertaining. Sam Hubbard's 98-yard fumble return lifts the Bengals over the Ravens. The ball went right to Sam Hubbard, and the defensive end took off down the field, all the way down the field in his hometown. The hometown kid getting a big play. But honestly, this shouldn't have been that close of a game, and the Bills got in a close game. So this is perfect. So the Bills and Bengals, my AFC bracket was absolutely perfect. That's awesome. I want it to remain perfect. I think that would be really cool. But, it's a possibility that I only get 1 pick wrong in my bracket. I didn't have the Vikings making it past the divisional round anyway. Yeah, they turned this damn thing around. The Ravens were looking good for a while, and then they got that scoop and score. I don't know why Tyler Huntley was, reaching the ball over and just giving it to the guy. I don't know. Bengals survived. The Ravens had a damn near miracle Hail Mary play at the end of the game. Demarcus Robinson absolutely burned the shit out of Eli Apple. Eli Apple gets a lot of heat, but my goodness, that was a great route for Demarcus Robinson. 41-yard touchdown. Joe Burrow had a QB sneak touchdown. Tyler Huntley was still able to complete a pass. He's getting better and better in this league at improvising. He lost a snap and he was still able to complete it. One second. Looking at the big performers for this game. Sorry, I got distracted. Tyler Huntley, 17 for 29, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, though. This isn't a bad game. I think this is one of his first playoff games. Maybe not. I think he played a playoff game last year. Lamar just keeps getting hurt. I mean, he asked for money from this organization, but dude, you get hurt at the end of the season. What the hell do you want these guys to do? You're fucking hurt. You're damn near useless right now. Joe Burrow, 23 for 32, though. He threw a touchdown. Mark Andrews had 5 catches for 73 yards. Not a bad performance there at all. And that's really about it. Let's move on to the final game. A game everyone thought was going to be the best game, but honestly it turned out to be the Jaguars-Chargers. I knew that Jaguars-Chargers game was going to be good. But Dak Prescott outshines Tom Brady. The Cowboys dominate the Buccaneers by 17. One of the more dominating performances of the playoff weekend. So much for notion that Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys might not be up to the challenge of beating Tom Brady. So much for that, guys. I predicted it. So fucking eat it, okay? Eat it. The Buccaneers are 8-9, okay? They've lost to shitty division rivals. That's what I was thinking the whole time going into this prediction. Dude, they've lost to the Panthers. Like, the fact that they've lost division games and the Niners have a better division record than them, like, says so much. Like, Dak Prescott, 5 touchdowns. Wow. Tom Brady, dirty-ass play with the illegal slide tackle. He's just sorry as fuck, you know. Tom Brady's possibly final pass attempt in his career. I don't know, man. Is Tom Brady going to come back? Man, what? The defense was just leaving the Cowboys wide open. Tom Brady got Julio Jones a touchdown. That was kind of a cool moment, but other than that, what the hell, man? Dak Prescott, 25 for 33, 305 yards, 4 touchdowns. Absolute picture-perfect performance. Tom Brady, 35 for 66, 351 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, though. Not a terrible performance for Tom Brady, though, whatsoever. Tony Pollard, one of the best running backs in the league, in my opinion. He had 15 carries for 77 yards. And Rachaad White, he had 7 carries for 41 yards. Dalton Schultz, a premier tight end in the league, he had 7 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, that's going to do it for that game. I got to move on and talk. I'm going to be doing the Walking Dead shit here in a little bit. So, yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day. We have the Walking Dead video that'll wrap it up for the morning, and then later tonight we'll have our NBA recap. You know, kind of getting into a rhythm with the content. Yeah. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. All playoffs, we will be talking about the games. Next week in the divisional round, you have Jags, Chiefs, Giants, Eagles, Bengals, Bills.